Before we get into the update this morning and get into the charts, I would like to read this about Vitalik Buterin. He says that XRP is completely centralized and the Ripple CTO reacts. I want to read this since that was something that happened yesterday. You had a lot of different stories being told about this, so I figured I would read it and tell the truth. We've got the Dow up better than 560 points, but I'm going to show you why the Dow is at a very critical level here at 33,425 roughly, which we're right there on the cusp of, which we would need to break over that key resistance and continue up and not push farther down, because this is a typical retracement that you will see when you have a drop of more than 2,000 points. And now we're having this minor pullback. So we're going to see if that can lead to anything more, if crypto is going to react similarly. Because as you can see, even on this XRP chart, you got that W in sideways action, which to me could lead to a push up. But after I play the intro, I want to play what Vitalik Buterin said. Or actually, I'm going to read it, and then we're going to discuss it. Good morning, 11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Wednesday, December 21st, 2022. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. As you can see this morning, the Dow is up 567 points to 33,417. I talked about the exact level that we need to break, hold, get above, not look back on, and we're there. If the Dow Jones wants to have any kind of push up this weekend, any kind of push up for this holiday, it's going to have to hold this level and not have this as a fake out. Right now, we need to break out back above here, and we're literally on the cusp. Stay over this 33,003. We'll just say the 33,365. And right now, we've got about 40 points. We need to hold those 40 points to continue moving up. Otherwise, if you get a rejection point here, it looks very sexy on the board, and it makes it look like a pump, but they always have to show the illusion of a pump just around the corner. And this 555 point, although it seems nice, just remember this rally started at 34,718, dumped all the way down to 32,614, and now it's come up about 1,000 points to have a 50% retracement roughly. That's all we've done right now is about a 50% retracement. And anybody who plays the fib levels, that's a big retracement level. I don't personally like to play the fib, but I know of, and I know how the fib reacts and works. You've got gold and silver that's doing pretty good. They're both under a tiny bit of pressure today, but they killed it yesterday, so I anticipated this small little setback. But still, with gold and silver, we still got to see if this is for something. And we can continue to break out of this area. Because the bottom line is we're going to have to get above this $1,840 area if we want to continue on this narrative with gold. Silver's it's running up to this resistance area at $24.82. So we still got a little bit more room to run, even if we get rejected. Now we got to talk about crypto, though. We've got the total crypto market cap. It's down 0.46% at 770 billion. We've been holding on pretty strong. We've yet to be able to make any real distance away from the 770 billion. That's the 20-day and the 4-hour time frame, and that's what we need to get above to maintain some bullishness. And like I've been talking about, I would love to see us break down right away. The problem is we've had no back test right now of this 800 billion. So would I be surprised to see a $30 billion move? No, not at all. And oftentimes, not always, but often, we'll retest these broke areas. And the total crypto market cap had an ascending triangle pattern that it broke down out of. And it has yet to retest it, which gives me the cause for concern that, in fact, we're going to want to retest that area. So we're going to look to see if we do, in fact, break back up to the 800 billion, or we continue to free fall. We've got Bitcoin down $59 or 0.35% to 16,839. As we seen yesterday, we hit the support level at about 16,200, 16,230. And it did make a weird W, as we talked about yesterday, if it did want to come back up. Now, the question is kind of get past these areas. We've got very key areas here And the big one right now, as you can see in front of you, is the 16,900 approximately. So first things first, can we break 16,920? We're going to be looking for Bitcoin to break 16,920 to see if there's any kind of bullishness here. Or we're going to look for Bitcoin to come back down and break the 16,500 level and continue down and see if we can retest the 16,190 area. And now, for what mostly everybody waits for, XRP. So XRP, like I said yesterday, we broke down out of the symmetrical triangle and we've never had a retest. So if we're going to have any kind of hope, first you're going to have to get above the 335, which we did. Right now we are firmly above the 335. And now we've got, I think it's, the easiest one is the 348 right here. So now we got to get back above the 348 and then ultimately try to break 355. So if we break 348 and 355, only then can we retest the 371 breakpoint on the symmetrical triangle. So remember, resistance in the area, 348, and this is my resistance. If you have your own resistance and support, that's fucking fantastic. But this is how mine fits for me. So we have 348, 355, 371 above. Below, we've got 318, 308, and 2865 approximately. And like I said, you can have whatever support resistance you want, and it's spectacular. But 335, 328, 318 approximately. Actually, I think the easier supports would be 335, 326, 318, 308, 287. Those are the ones below us. And then, as we've said, the ones above us are 355. And then 371 is a very, very, very important because we need to break 371. We just have to break 371. But you have 355 that we have to get above right now. Then we can try to make a push back up to that area. So I try to show you all my charts so you can see. And then obviously if you break 355, you get back up in here. Perpetual futures chart will show you the same thing. Got to get past the 355 to have anything happen. And even again here once more, this 355 area. Well, 348 then 355. As you can see, the 348, the importance on this chart. So put it in your head. Top side, 348, 355, 348, 355, 371. To the downside, we can show you it real quick, and then we're going to get into what we were talking about with that article. If you're coming down, you break the 335, then you've got to contend. This is the 308 that I'm talking about. You've also got small levels. Where's the other chart that I want to show you? Underneath right here. At approximately this 322. Okay, fine. We'll call this the 321 level. So we have the 335, the 321, and then we can say the 308 roughly. Yeah. So that's what we're going to call it right now. So we're going to call it like this. 335 support underneath. Then you've got the 322. And then you've got the 308, 2865. That's how it's going to be right now. So pay attention to that underneath. And if we break up, we've got 355 as our immediate resistance in the area. And ultimately, we're going to try to get back to 371 and retest this broken symmetrical if we do take the top route. Now that I've got you thoroughly confused, you're going to have to watch this twice. We're going to read into this. Vitalik Buterin says XRP is completely centralized. Ripple CTO reacts. Buterin said XRP hasn't apologized for writing the U.S. government that Bitcoin and Ethereum were Chinese-controlled assets. Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin in a December 19th interview with Bankless said Ripple's XRP was still completely centralized. According to Buterin, for a project to be part of the crypto space, it needs to use cryptography and have some kind of chain data structure somewhere. He added that XRP hasn't apologized for writing to the U.S. government that Bitcoin and Ethereum were Chinese-controlled assets. XRP has not apologized for claiming that Bitcoin and Ethereum are Chinese-controlled assets. Ripple CEO reacts in response. Ripple Chief Technology Officer David Schwartz criticized Buterin for not knowing the difference between Ripple and XRP. Schwartz tweeted that Buterin still doesn't understand or is pretending not to understand that Ripple is a company and XRP is a digital asset. Meanwhile, this is not the first time that Buterin will draw the ire of the XRP community. Earlier this year, he said XRP had lost its right to protection from the crypto community because Ripple claimed China controlled Ethereum. Ripple's community alleged that Ethereum got a free pass from the Securities and Exchange Commission because of corruption. Is Buterin's centralization claim right? The relationship between XRP and Ripple has led to continued allegations from the crypto community that the digital asset is centralized. While Ripple is a crypto payment company focused on blockchain technology for institutions, XRP is a native cryptocurrency of the XRP ledger, XRPL network. According to the website, XRPL is based on the inherently decentralized democratic consensus mechanism, which no one party can control. Available information also shows that Ripple controls only 4 of the 130 validators running XRPL. Critics also tend to point out that Ripple holds most of the XRP tokens. However, its recent report stated that the firm's XRP holding have declined below 50% of its total supply. The firm added that each validator on its network gets 1 vote, regardless of how much XRP they own. So, if you want to join me first with this, with XRP, this is all that nonsense bullshit talk. Vitalik Buterin has said this before, and he's still sour that David Schwartz and Brad Garlinghouse and the likes of Ripple say that Ethereum is Chinese run and that they are in fact a security. So obviously this is a big back and forth, let's see how big our dicks are. Nothing here to see though. He's full of shit. At least the way he describes. I'm not saying it's not centralized, but I believe he firmly is not even separating the difference between Ripple and XRP. So for that point, I can't give him credit or seriousness in the matter when you're talking about Ripple as if XRP and Ripple are the same entity. Because the way he's talking, he's clearly talking about Ripple and not about XRPL or XRP, which is denoted on the XRPL. So anyhow, if you want to join me, join the other 214 members. As you've realized by now, I don't take any special interest, no paid advertising, and no paid promotions. I don't have any special interest telling me how I need to promote my channel. I don't have anybody telling me what tokens to produce or promote. Not to tell you which ones are going to skyrocket even in times of bear market. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to tell you the truth, and this is only possible by the 214 members of Tom's Army who sponsor each and every one of these updates. If for any other reason you want to click this Join Tom's Army XRP Future Millionaire button, it's for this one fact. I don't take any money from special interests or any paid promotions or paid advertising, and due to your $9.99 a month each and every month, I don't have to. And this is for the people, by the people, and you will never see a paid advertisement. If you want to join me on 2 platforms, Mexi or BitGet, the only reason I advise you to do that is so you don't have to pay for spot fees. I used to, in my early days, I was naive, and I would pay the UPHOLD spot fees. Well, I found a better way. I still like to use UPHOLD, but now what I do is I buy my crypto on Mexi, especially in the USA right now. Also BitGet, because I'm already signed up, but new users are restricted. So for this matter, I'll buy them on Mexi, and then I'll simply just send it over to my crypto wallet or back over to UPHOLD. There's no VPN, no KYC, and no spot fees on Mexi up to 200x leverage, which I don't advise you to do unless you really know what you're doing. And then don't get caught in the game of buy and seller fees, huge, massive fees to cuts into your portfolio. I made that mistake before. Learn from what I've educated myself on and what I've grown in the last 21 months to be able to teach you this. UPHOLD. If you're used to the 65-day cooling period, it switched to a max of 4 days, which is spectacular. I just got word yesterday that it's official, so make sure you're paying attention to that. Hashtag the FUD stops here. And remember, watch, recycle, repeat. Watch the content, recycle it to friends and family or somebody new on social media, and repeat. Come back and watch the next update.